Welcome to Boise Paramotors. We have here EOS Quattro on power to fly SOCAR trike, and today after 5 hours we're going to do the first oil change with synthetic oil. We're going to use AMS oil 10W60 and show you how easy it is to change oil of this machine right after our beautiful intro. We have here oil level, and the oil should be right through the middle of this window here, and Quattro takes 420 milliliters of synthetic oil. We use AMS oil 10W60. Recommended oil is 10W60 or 10W50. So we're going to use AMS oil, full synthetic oil. I'm going to bring the camera here closer, and you can see that right here there's a plug. We're going to take this plug out and drain oil. Before we drain the oil, we're going to open the oil filling cap so that the air can come in as we are draining the oil. And we did warm up the motor already, so this oil is nice and hot and it's going to be able to drain with ease. We have a 19 millimeter metric socket here, and that will fit in this drain plug basically. And we are going to put a little bit of pressure. Once that pops, now the oil is going to start coming, and just be careful, make sure you have a pan, and if the stuff starts falling out, we are going to make sure that the pan is underneath so we don't lose the spring in the filter. Okay, so this is the cap that has a magnetic bottom on it to capture the metal things. Here's the spring, and then we have like a metal screen that needs to be cleaned with a carburetor cleaner or something like that. So we're just going to let this oil drain. We're going to grab a rag, wipe off the spring that holds this metal screen, and we're going to use a carburetor cleaner and clean nicely this screen. As you can see, I have the spring, I have the screen that I cleaned. The screen will go on the top of the spring, and I will take the cap and put that inside of the cap just like this, and then I will push it up the motor. And we got to be careful because the exhaust is hot. We warmed up the motor nice, and so we're just gonna go and tighten it. And you do not want to over torque it. There should be around probably 12 Newton meter of torque, but I'm going to just hand tighten it until I don't want to over tighten it. So I'm just going to hand tighten it, and there's a rubber ring that will seal all this nicely. And once I'm done with tightening the cap, I'm going to wipe it off, and then we're going to move to putting a 420 milliliter of the oil right here in the oil sump. We calculated that 420 milliliters is actually 14.2 ounces, and that's what we have here. And now we're just going to dump oil inside until we dump all the fluid in. And if you can see, we're a little bit above the half here, and that's because that oil will climb up into the oil cooler, and once it's in oil cooler, it's not going to drain so easily. So this is about maybe a little bit less, maybe like this would be about the right amount. As long as you put 420 milliliters or 14.2 ounces, you should be good. So we're going to start the motor and make sure that oil goes everywhere. We did make sure that this plug is tight and the bottom plug is tight as well. And that's pretty much how simple it is to replace oil on the EOS Quattro. Thank you for your support, and thank you for watching. Please put in the comments if you have any other questions.